Hello, chat.
I just realized I had a water this whole time.
Oh, goodness. That's a mood, though.
You want to hold me first, or do you want me to walk in once everybody goes in? So no spoilers.
People are already in. But I'll probably hold you first. Because
Okay.
for now, I'm probably not gonna put you down like a ton. It's gonna be kind of every once in a while, I'll put you down and let you walk around a little bit. Well, walk.
Roll.
Walk. you're kind of like snailing. You're snailing. You're a snail. You're Sneeple. I need to add Discord to my thing real quick.
Da, 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 da.
Alright, perfect. Okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Let me turn off the mirror. Slap this over my head. Okay, I ready. Yes, Juniper's aware that they're getting a sibling. Juniper's been aware. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Shaggy. They're a little round. They're a little slimy baby. Yeah, this is their first meeting. Small, sheep-like friend. His baby. Baby's ballin'. Ponder the child.
If I remember correctly,
What the fuck?
some that were calling it a cult and others that were calling it a mafia.
I have to try and get into Nom's voice.
I don't think
Nom's voice is fairly easy compared to Crescent's, considering it doesn't really have an accent.
Yeah, what's up? Good to see you too.
Hello.
Yo, I don't remember if I caught your name.
I'm Terry.
Terry. Are you a new recruit or something?
No, I'm here, let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a part of the, Dawn's Enclave, and I
suppose it's good both of mine.
for ages.
Well, one my actual child, one my
So
not
I'm
really
currently,
adopted, but
staying here on the cathedral.
pseudo-adopted child.
That, situation
They're both here, I
gets
can
resolved,
introduce them both.
I would guess.
Sorry, I have no idea.
Alright. I'm sorry to tell you,
I hope everything goes
but I think it's time to put this game
I hope so,
behind
too.
me.
Right now, I'm watching Curry and Juniper here go at a rematch, I guess.
I snuck past you.
Hey, Ma.
Oh, no.
I have someone to introduce to, I guess, you and Juniper.
Good.
Okay.
I
I didn't even see you here. I was
Well,
just woke up.
I didn't exactly announce myself. I tried to be mostly
Hello, Charles.
quiet.
Your mission's been completed, by the way.
Hello, Terry.
Yeah, I did
It's
see
always
that.
good to see
I
Mom.
wasn't around to pick it
How are
up.
you?
I was busy butchering a Pokemon cow.
I'm alright.
Hey,
What?
Juniper,
Yes.
Yes.
do you have a moment?
mind after I finish.
Understood.
Kind of
stuck in a
jumped
little bit
on
of a
what he
standstill.
thought was a cow. It turns
Wow.
out it was
Seems to be
one of those
a,
creatures from Orlando Soccer.
I'll introduce you
very,
first then.
Any consolation,
Ow.
it died quickly.
What a ball.
I
good ball.
guess that's better than letting the animal suffer.
She going to come? Is she going to come? You know, I think I've lost some of her. I struggle to do the voice when I'm not making an accent. Surprisingly. Nom had a. I think her voice was a little more like this, maybe. Nom's voice is kind of. Nom's voice is kind of. Fluctuate. It fluctuates a lot.
The equipment that I made for her. What was that?
I just can't seem to hit right now.
I showed everybody in the garden, and a lot of jokes
You had a good
about
start,
me not
too.
ending the universe came up.
Yeah.
I see how it is, Rochelle. You don't want to meet your sibling.
What's up? What? Hold on, what? Yeah?
Well, I said I wanted to introduce you, and then I walked away and you didn't follow.
Oh!
Is that
Oh, I
the
didn't hear.
baby?
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Babe.
The
Hi!
baby!
Sister?
Hmm.
Little sweet bean?
I wouldn't recommend touching though. You know, considering.
Oh, no. No, I know better.
It's a ball.
It's a slime.
Yeah.
I can't with this game. What is
Oh, that's a
going on?
pacifier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Gosh.
What kind of?
Do you mind if
Oh.
mind if I get down to kind of like
Man, your
the
stars.
level?
You can see, yes.
I-
Just, you know.
Hi, sweetheart.
Advantage.
How you doing?
Okay.
Actually, I guess I have
Don't
met a
mess
slime
this
or
up,
two that
man.
can talk, though I guess it could.
Got this.
Oh.
We currently have one that's on guild
Heart.
staff, though she's been she's been away for quite a while.
Keep it steady, Curry.
And you wouldn't think that she's a
Does this mean
slime
I get to
at
be a good
first
sister?
glance. You would just think she's a small
Yeah.
girl that is a
the
wizard
most
or witch, I guess.
I mean, I would intend
I have
to
no
have you
idea
be in
what
their
the
life.
difference is between the two. Is I guess wizards
They're
are
still-
male and
Got
witch
a
for
name?
men or for female.
I'm naming them
Yes,
Willow.
oh, so they're the same.
The idea. They are the same.
Oh, I like that name. I like that name a lot.
Though most people, I
It's
guess,
from my
prefer
favorite
mages
song.
that- But she's a member of guild staff by the name
Okay,
of
I'll have to
Cora,
look into
and
that.
she's actually a slime, but she looks like a human with
I'm so
some
happy.
modifications.
Yeah.
Look at the little jelly bean.
Time to finish this game.
Such
I'll
as
just
her
put you
hair
down and
blue
see if
and
you want to
eyes
move around a
are
little
red.
bit.
She has not been around for quite a while.
don't think I've met them. To build confidence in myself.
She's, I think, been out
Oh.
on a journey,
Or maybe not.
trying to find something.
No,
I'm
wait,
not
there we
sure.
go.
Crud.
Oh,
Missed a
pretty
kid.
dude.
They're still figuring out how to move. At this point, they're only
Need to give it like a
Weak,
second, make it
I think,
glue.
old.
Is that how that works?
That would have been a dope ball.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh. I thought that just.
I don't
Hi,
think that's. I don't think
precious.
that's the case for every slime.
Oh.
In Cora's case, she did learn. In her case, she's able to absorb
Look at
information quite well, and anything that she consumes, she, I guess, begins to slowly
Hi.
understand and
You may
deconstruct
actually redeem
to its
yourself
base
this time.
compounds.
Oh.
Just one ball left, Curry.
They're so cute. Oh, my heart.
Which is why she looks like a human, because she studied the anatomy and consumed enough creatures to make up what appeared to be a human body.
Easy does it.
Interesting.
Do you like your sister?
That's my toe.
Well,
Uh-oh.
I would be worried if you didn't have boots on. But I'm sure between
I
the
got
boots,
toughest boots in town.
between the boots and the runes and enchantments we put on that pacifier, I think they'll be
Yeah, of course.
so small. I was this small. I can still get this small, actually, technically. I can get the small whenever I want. But I don't, want to.
Right.
You've got this, Curry.
Thanks.
I'm trying not to get down and be a crazy sissy. I'm trying to contain self
Oh,
a
I
little bit.
lost.
Wow.
Contain the
Smidgen.
pet the small creature energy.
Oh, so close.
Very close.
Well, no, not even that. Because like I said, I know better. But
Oh,
you
the
know,
game's not over.
Oh,
I love
Yes,
having
because you
a
did not
family.
sink
I really
the
do.
8, you sunk the white ball.
This is so cute.
Therefore, you just scratched
Well,
it.
once they get a little larger,
Thought scratching on an 8 ball
they'll
causes me to lose.
have a lot more control over the plagues,
But I
so
lost. Forgot I should
then
do
you
this.
can
Yeah, of
be more
course.
affectionate physically.
Nice.
Could miss.
It's okay.
oh. Would you move in the car? Oh, that's
Good game.
adorable. It's like a toddler.
Had a good start.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
You did. You
it's really more of just a, in this case, slightly more intelligent newborn.
That really cemented your defeat.
All right. Look here. I don't play pool as often as you think.
Yeah, you were prepared for my re-request of a challenge?
Well, yeah, 'cause I like a good game.
Ooh.
So, good game.
Good game. Well played. I'm going to meet my little sibling now.
Yeah, come on.
You actually can touch your sibling because you can't contract the plague.
That I can.
Wait, what?
What?
Hello, my name is Nom. I am a plague slime.
Looks like that one's looking to play against someone.
This is my child.
Anyone is willing.
And my other child. And my not technically child, but still my child.
I need practice anyway.
Hi.
I'll play again.
Nice to meet you.
I want to. Okay, yeah, no, I'm committing. I'm committing to getting down. I might not be able to commit to getting up, but I'm committing to getting
Oh
down.
no. I believe
can
in
try to
you.
Help you get back up.
Always believe in me.
if Need be.
Oh no, stay still.
I guess
stay
I
still.
go again. I must.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yep, you did.
Hi. Boing.
they've got the bouncies.
Yeah.
Very buoyant. I believe that is a good
That's what
sign.
I'm talking about.
It is. They're actually moving along quicker than I expected. I mean, that much kind of makes sense. Your grandfather had to put in a fair bit of work to figure out a
I can
way
imagine.
to work out the intelligence problem.
I have not seen a grandfather in a long time. How is he doing?
He's managing. I think he's a bit lonely,
I
but
could imagine.
between myself and this one, that part is fixing.
I'm always down for another family day out.
Well, you can always come over.
That I can. I would not be opposed to it.
I'm sure he would be viciously excited to tell you many, many stories.
I could only imagine.
Oh, that 8 ball is in a very precarious position.
My heart.
Ah, drat.
What do you think, Willow?
I I
You
will
like your
have
siblings?
to bring Hazel around.
I would like to meet your sister.
Yes. It has been hard prying her away from the computer as of recent.
If I have to learn how to use a computer just to meet them, I will.
Okay.
Hi, little Willow.
I was almost
I would rather you meet them in their physical chassis first.
And I hate where that damn 8
You got the
ball is.
zooming. Boing. Yeah. You kind of in my boot a little bit. You okay? What? Peekaboo.
No way!
Close.
Okay, hold on. Do it right.
It's very close.
Come on.
I have not been this excited since. Oh God, I don't know when I've been this excited.
Oh, there they go.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Look
They're
at him go.
moving.
That one was actually.
What was the name you gave them again?
Willow.
Hello. I am Juniper.
I didn't really intend it, but I think your names match up fairly well.
I do as well. So far, the running theme has been plants.
So far, yes.
Or
Teach it how to drive one of the cars.
pieces of flora.
Close.
What if it could sit on the car and drive around?
Indeed, close.
I'm feeling like the odd one out, but that's okay.
I mean, we could give you a
Apologies.
planty nickname if you like.
Maybe. My first couple of weeks being here, everyone just called me Green Bean.
Well, then you already have a nickname of fauna and flora.
You know, I feel like I'm fighting myself a lot in this game.
You know what?
You have been fighting
your.
yourself in both games.
No one seems to like the name. Or fighting yourself. Either one.
Man,
Green Bean. Oh, but Rochelle actually means Little Rock. Believe it or not.
I gotta.
Oh.
Damn it.
There they go.
Well, you did sink the ball.
Sunk them both.
Well, my name just means biting things, so
Alright, screw it.
you've got a leg up on me. Actually, both of you do.
Nice.
I am named after a blue berry. But it's not a blueberry. A berry that is blue.
That's true.
Yes.
The pacifier reduces the ability to eat people and also makes
This is going to be
their
a weird
plagues
shit.
nullified to some degree.
Let's do it.
It's like a
Been a day.
reduces 99.999% of plagues, but you still probably shouldn't touch them if you're not
Son of a
willing to
bitch.
maybe get a plague,
It was a good attempt.
because they don't have control
Hello.
over it.
Day, a lot of spell casting and well, a lot of magic that I was hoping would work that did work. Rochelle,
Unfortunate.
Huh? What's up?
Michelle.
Oh yeah. I was looking for you and I couldn't find you.
Sorry,
I
I
myself seem
just
to be
got
very
out of my
happy.
room,
Yeah.
making sure everything was in place and people were fine.
Oh jeez. Okay. Might want to grab the little one so I don't squish him. I don't
Well,
want to hurt him.
to
More
be
or less
fair-
to make sure that
They would be fine, but
I'm more
No.
notorious about getting up. Oh.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss. Go. Yes.
So what you need help with?
Oh, I don't need help anymore. I've already gotten everything that I needed done. Had a little
Oh,
trip.
okay.
Went and casted a little spell. Removed a little curse.
And.
Oh, your turn. Sorry.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
it actually probably works out that her voice is
Kept
changing
growing.
to
Redressed in Aurora.
be less flirtatious and everything.
squeeze it too
Her
fresh out the box.
Nom has been
Or rather,
changing a lot.
It's probably him.
Her priorities have changed.
GG's, friend.
well,
Nailed the
Come on
shot.
over.
It's not game over yet.
I'm sure she'll still talk flirty when she wants to, but
Oh yeah,
Well done.
Curry wins.
Good game.
I will say I'm really good at making better Christmas gifts, aren't I?
Thanks. Appreciate it. Hmm? Hmm?
Don't squeeze her too hot. She still needs to eat, drink, and recuperate from the spells. You all knew her with her mask on, but, Elila Aurora.
That's a lie.
oh,
Hmm.
Pleasure to meet you, Lila.
this is the one she's interested in.
You look great.
This is a very cute pacifier, by the way. I think it is very fitting.
We tried.
I want a hug so bad. Come here.
A lot of the baby
I
stuff
don't know why,
is
but
very,
I'm about
very
to cry
cutesy.
over here.
Not the only one.
I could only imagine that some things are custom order for more gothic
You know,
About
esque
2 months
baby things.
worth of
Yes.
gathering items, fey creatures,
Well, and
doppelgangers,
to be fair,
to the Shadowfell, and
between myself and your
4
grandfather,
years in the making.
this one is well spoiled already.
4 years?
I could imagine.
I mean, she's been in the.
I will have to do my part of spoiling as well.
Hmm.
Certainly
4
understandable.
years. Crazy.
Not mine alone. A few of the other
Not
agents
only
helped
that,
out immensely. Gathering the
I
items.
sense a bit of my family in her.
I almost didn't believe it.
That's something I don't see every day.
Honestly, stuff like I'm kind of in a dream. I'd imagine so.
Come on, Carrie, don't cry. Come on. Gather yourself.
Ooh.
So good.
Snap your
I am
emotions
the
ass. You can do this.
Look, I don't cry at wholesome
You're going to
thoughts,
tire
but
yourself
on rare
out.
occasion.
I mean, it's one of the better things to cry at. I'm gonna be honest.
You look so good.
Oh,
Sorry, what does this
Sienna
smell?
helped with this apparently.
She's a little bit
For
taller
a few
now
hours
too,
afterwards,
so it's nice.
Sort of fainted. She's also wearing high heeled boots.
God, look at how long
Yes,
your
but
hair
before she
is.
used to be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it's a little long.
It's a cute outfit. Did you get that for her? Gorgeous. What do you
Nope.
mean?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
that
went to
is-
the right store.
I need you to
Ah,
do me a
someone
favor.
helped.
Just a little
Mm,
bit.
I'm seeing them
Careful.
briefly.
I know you are squishy, but I would rather not test how much you can take of a piercing yet.
Please smile at me again.
Well, thankfully, piercing damage really doesn't do much to us. As long
I
as
can
nothing
only
hits the
imagine it
core.
doesn't feel well.
No.
That is mostly what I'm worried about, considering they are just wobbling around.
Together.
Well,
And I have sharp Pete.
this one can probably
exactly baby
feel
safe.
a bit more than
Why are
I
we trying
can.
to hold it together? This is good. Why are we?
The
Manly man shit's dull.
their core is more close presently. You can't really. I don't feel much. That's not closest to my core.
Sure.
I,
Where I start to actually feel things.
Kanto,
I'm a little hungry.
I see.
Have your
Thirsty,
mana
just
too.
a little
There
bit of
you go.
everything.
I mean, I'm sure
So,
there'd be an
little one
exception.
can
Come on,
It
I've
wasn't
been feeling
like
this
feel more than I
Perhaps
can, certainly.
devils may
But
cry.
last cast was the easiest. Once
I can only
everything
imagine it
was
doesn't feel exactly well.
Mm. It doesn't
Warm and cold.
hurt
I don't
just to
remember
be
it.
close to it,
But
but
it feels really
It's all
soft.
you know,
jokes. I didn't mean it.
if something's going to hurt,
Every
then
crawl over me.
it would
Waiting
hurt.
for this magic to be drained was. Well, I knew it was going to work. I just didn't know how long it would take.
Did you hear me, by the way? It was jokes, by the way. You know, haha, funny.
Scooting around.
I
Like
understand.
of all the days to cook
Okay.
anything you wanted.
Because I am crying right now. Definitely.
Like I said, I'm very hungry.
I do have lots of
Come on.
marvelous food to cook with, so.
We do?
You know what, Zeke? You're the
I
man.
mean, there's still a lot of meat left. Yeah, there's still brisket sandwiches in there if you want to heat one of those up.
Oh, wait, you know what touches my lips?
I
What's
got
wrong
you.
with you?
Yes, thank you. I made it.
There's also cheese and bacon. You can add that and make it custom.
Your fridge shall now be raided. After this moment, though. Not now.
Thank you.
So I'm guessing that's a no on the gecko steak.
I'm going to try the rest of the day. Do not bite me.
I'm sorry I didn't let you come see her, see them earlier.
You two go ahead and own
It's
it.
alright.
Both of you.
I know things can be chaotic and crazy.
Very much.
Well,
I wanted to make sure
Zeke, you magical man.
they were fairly solid
He is a man.
before I came over here to see you.
Huge respect.
Or cleric.
That's
I don't know.
good. I would rather you guys not get,
Well, I was
probably
thinking
squished by the pressure of coming into space. I
Indeed.
can only imagine it wouldn't be good if they were not super
Within her, too.
malleable yet.
so what do you want to taste?
She does have celestial blood.
They also had to get a little bit of
Yeah, no.
mm,
Yeah.
Well,
Picked
Hezekiah
up
said
on
we
that
do have
easily.
some leftover brisket.
motor
if you
skills.
want.
It's always cool
Brisket
to see
sandwich.
us doing good
How
out
about you?
here.
Anything really?
Yeah, but
Yeah, there's
okay.
still
Mm.
stuff
Yeah,
left over
but-
from the party.
Personally, brisket's
I
always
should
a
get
good
something to eat
choice.
too.
Oh, geez,
Also,
Louise.
any.
How have you been?
I've been alright.
Potions,
Things have been getting better. Father
When you
is
celebrate the occasion,
adapting.
I say we get some
Better than I expected, actually.
Semi-okay if you would like for me to grab one.
Well, that's good.
You know, I'll take one right now. It
It's-
probably
it's-
won't
Yes.
taste the
it's-
best, but
It's not gonna have.
He
any
is
flavor, but
communicating
it's
more.
just the
Mm.
rate at
So
which
it is a bit
it's
easier to
reaching
trust him with certain things.
What? Ow. Hey.
I'm a little rested from
What's that
doing that,
for?
so that'll be good enough.
Alright.
my inner
Well,
mind
should
spoils
anything
me.
change and you need to talk about it,
I see.
you know I'm here.
I will inform you. I
I
know,
don't understand it either.
but I have been doing relatively well.
It's a natural thing.
Huh.
Things have been
His shampoo from.
less chaotic.
I am not about to say anything about that.
Well, consider this your dose of chaos.
Yes, but this is a dose of chaos that I enjoy. It is not unwanted.
Just wait until they start teething.
That will be an interesting event.
Well, they'll have to collect them first.
That is true. I could probably look at some taxidermy places.
Hmm. Probably going to let them
Or
collect
just
a
temporary
majority
ones.
of them from first hunts.
Mm.
Just have to wait till they're a fair bit bigger before they can really take on anything.
I'll have to make sure if I have them in the Hazel meat that I make sure Hazel washes their chassis before coming into contact with Father.
That would be a good idea. The
Yes.
pacifier nullifies the plagues, but, you know, it's kind of one of those, like, it's 99%.
There's still the possible 1%.
Yeah. And considering how bad I know my plagues are, not sure how this one's will be yet. They could be exactly
I
the
can
same,
imagine.
but they also could be more potent while they're young. I don't remember that much
That
when
is
I was
also true.
as young as they are. They have the luxury of being a fair bit smarter as a newborn than I was. Because when I was their age, all I did was fight things. Or try to eat them.
Ah, I see. Well,
That is quite literally why I
it's
have
probably
my name.
beneficial that I am not consumable.
When your grandfather first met me, I tried to eat his hand off, but he had no hand because he's made of bone.
I see.
And yet, he still decided to have me as his familiar, so, you know. I'm looking into trying to find a more close place of residence. I mean, I'm still probably going to be kind of in between living with your grandfather and being there, but I would hope to
I see.
be able to visit you more commonly.
I would enjoy that. If anything, once you find a place of residence, I will build a portable terminal like I had in the lab. But in your residence as well. And I will talk with Mother about getting that link established.
Unfortunately, given, secret layer, it's not as possible for your grandfather's place. So, thus, getting my own place.
Yes. For grandfather, I would have to travel there by foot.
It's not like there's really any internet anyway.
Hello. Yes, but a secret lair is still a secret lair. It is best to keep the sanctity of it.
Exactly. You know how important that is to him.
Yes, I know. I am sure Father is very interested on how grandfather is doing. He hasn't exactly gotten to speak with him in a while as well. Perhaps we could do another family outing with all of us?
I can talk to your grandfather. He might not be quite ready yet.
I would like that.
But we'll see.
If he needs more time, I understand.
He's been figuring out some things of his own.
Is he alright?
He's alright. Just, like I said, a bit lonely.
I understand how that feels.
It's kind of funny how my life and your grandfather's life reflect each other. Some of the same things that happened within me and Ion's relationship have occurred in his relationship as well. I think he's still figuring some of that out.
I hope it works out.
I'm hoping those two get reunited relatively soon. If anything, I would very much like to introduce
hope so as
her
well.
to Willow. It's kind of awkward because she's like more of a sister to me, but is your grandfather's girlfriend?
Yes. Our family tree is complicated.
The family tree is very complicated.
Yes.
We.
But that's okay.
If you ever have like a school project or something for a family tree, we'll just kind of censor it.
It looked complicated.
You know, do some.
I'd have to make some adjustments so my teachers did not go, "What the fuck?"
Exactly. You'd have to do a little bit of editing.
Just a little. But
Especially considering
it is still
technically the person I do consider my other father is very absent. He's been in the Feywild for forever.
Absent fathers. That sounds very familiar to certain situations I hear about all the time.
Well, thankfully I have your grandfather. He's not going anywhere.
Yes. That is what makes him superior. He's a superior father. In any sense, I hope things get better, especially for grandfather. I would like to see him again, but only when it's good for him, on his terms.
Well,
I like when we are all together and we are happy.
Can I describe what I'm doing in Ginny's hand?
Yes. Yes. He very much would like to see you as well.
I'm sure. But I understand certain things take longer to heal. And I am patient.
Willow is going to have his warm little nubby hands.
See what I mean about them being advanced?
You did say that they were gifted with a bit more intelligence, so that is probably part of it.
They have more than just a core. They have their core and then a little something extra.
I see. That is just what makes them special. Like all of our family.
Well, it's also what makes them unique.
Everyone is special.
Otherwise, technically, they would just be a very small me.
That is true.
That's why it took so long.
I could imagine. It was probably quite the lengthy process.
It's probably better off this way, though. A lot of the other ways I considered having a child, especially when I was still with your father,
Yes.
would have resulted in a child that was more something that had never really been seen before.
Unique.
I wouldn't entirely understand how to raise them. But with this one, I pretty much know all the steps.
That is good. It means they will grow up well.
Well, in between myself, your grandfather, and you, maybe Hazel as well, Rochelle, they've got a pretty bustling family already.
That is true.
I wouldn't mind Ion
That is
leading them as
correct.
well. I don't know
I'm
entirely
sure
how
Father would enjoy meeting them.
pleased he is with me, considering everything.
I am sure he is doing what Grandfather is doing in processing, but I think he is okay at this point.
Mm.
He has claimed a girlfriend who I refuse to meet.
I remember.
Still. Yes. I saw her with his jacket. I refrained from saying much.
Still frustrated?
Father is lucky I love him. And I do not say anything. Purely because that is supposed to be a family heirloom at this point. That is half of why we got the blessings from our cool on it.
I think sometimes, like most humans, your father can be forgetful.
I know. I do not fault him too much for it. But it is still something I hold dear.
Have you talked to him about it?
No, not yet. I would rather him be happy and processing things at his pace than for me to add more baggage and to make it more complicated for him. I am patient, as I said before. I can wait to talk about it.
Well, that's very mature of you.
I am very mature for most children.
Maybe sometimes too mature.
Possibly. Oh no. Then again, it is of second nature. It landed correctly. Well done.
Developing violence already.
You must be so proud.
I am.
I'll be excited to see their training.
Once I start doing hunts with him, you're welcome to come with.
Yes. I'm aware.
I'd still like to teach you the same way that I teach them.
Of course. I would be willing to observe and take a refreshment course.
Unfortunately, I don't think your mother would be entirely up for you physically doing some of the acts that I'll be teaching you, but, you know. It's good to know how to rip something out, something's throat out with your teeth, I think. You know, if you ever need to.
Yes, but she is aware that you are teaching me. I believe it is the unfortunates that I do not have the amount of Newton pressure in my own jaws to do such an act, but it is good to know.
Me and your sibling have quite a bit of Newton pressure. They'll get more the more mass they accrue. For now, it's kind of, you know, squishy.
Itty bitty. Tiny baby mouth.
Soft.
Soft. Mellow. Squishy. I will now need something for them as well.
I haven't
I feel
forgotten
it is only fair.
about Krasmus, by the way. Don't worry. I'm still going to get you something.
That is fine. Most of my things are still in shipping, considering I had to convince Father to let me borrow the card. and for him not to check Amazon for
Oh.
several days.
I see.
Considering I still do not have a source of income, technically.
I have some sorts of income. Some of it is
I am aware.
layover treasure.
Yes, I can imagine.
I should probably look into a job in a more classical sense, I guess.
Possibly. But it would have to be one where you are able to wear gloves.
Exactly. I mean,
which I'm sure isn't
I'm-
hard nowadays.
Very good at controlling my plagues, but, you know, probably shouldn't work in
Yes.
food.
Definitely not a great idea.
No. Food seems like a bad idea.
Body rebellions are a common medical issue. Blood related.
Mm-hmm.
Learning under Dan, learning about all that sort of stuff. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back to the shores.
Where are you off to?
It was pretty quiet for a bit while I was.
I suppose we need to follow him. Them. Oof.
Possibly.
Rare that it's
He is schmoving.
They're
blowing anything up.
schmoving right along.
Not really. Just someone
Yes.
came by
I need you to
with a
show.
handful of
I
silver for Ludric.
once I
I
get
still need
the
to
new
find him
place,
so I can ask him
you
what
to show me more movies, I think.
Well, no, that was Cupcake that was doing the delivery. He mentioned
I
it
can.
before he left. The meat rack.
Yes.
No, I meant by it was for Ludric, apparently.
Oh,
Oh,
Zoomy.
and there they go.
They're going.
The baby races.
We got a sprinter.
I think, given
Yeah, no, I don't.
my time slots. Do you need help? Yeah. Set you down. Probably best to keep your sibling out of the medical area for the most part.
Yes. Hence why I'm on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little squish ball.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Willow.
baby. Sweet baby. Oh my god. I got so much good news today. I don't think
Just be
the
careful.
heart can take it, but it's gonna be fine. I'm I keep like powering up, really, really excited, and then I go to cry again, and then I power up, and then I cry again, and then I'm fine.
Oh,
It's gonna be stages.
Uh-huh. Well, at least they're all good ones.
Oh yeah, no, this is all good tears out of my eyes and my nose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they just gliding around.
Oh, that's Willow.
Oh,
Oh, there they go.
I think they found one of their favorite places.
Well, hey, sweet jelly.
Gravity helps them move a bit faster.
You want to sit on my boot? Oh goodness. Okay, try to land right here on my knee, okay?
oh.
Ready? Yeah, my knee's protected, so you can jump on that. Okay? Ready? Oh. Okay, I don't know where they went. I think
Still on
they're-
your leg.
Maybe not. That's
Right on
okay.
your leg.
They're on your leg.
Don't worry.
Jelly bean.
I do have scrolls on me just in case. You know, any
I-
touching happens.
I don't feel any. I don't feel like any pain or anything like that.
Well, no. Because they haven't touched the flesh. And once again, the pacifier, it nullifies. Like, it's like that, the whole thing of like 0.99% all plagues. But, you know, it's a 1% chance.
Okay. Oh. Prerequisite though, wholly individual. Probably don't want to make contact with me.
No. No.
Yes.
Okay, little jelly bean.
It's not wise.
I am fighting every temptation and urge just to give them the tiniest little head pat in the world.
I could
I can-
possibly grab you some gloves.
I was going to say you could have some gloves. Time slot wise, I think Workaria might work out better for me because Dragonspire is mostly on Mondays, and I will have AA eventually.
They are very cute.
There you go.
Thank you. Hi, sweetheart.
Okay, gonna wiggle around.
Hi, jelly baby.
So are they gonna have a certain form when they grow up, or they just get to choose?
Well, much like me, they can really be whatever they
Rub
like.
hands, pick it up.
See?
But
Talk. Say that again.
at that size, they don't really have the intelligence to
As hands reaching out.
form something like this. Honestly, even myself, it's helped out by a lot of illusions. I can't really form eyes. They just don't look quite right.
Ah, got it.
Kind of falls into like an uncanny valley, and then you'd feel weird.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Oh, oh,
It's definitely adorable.
oh, oh,
Very,
oh, oh no. Okay.
lots of unique
Um,
children that I've seen roaming around,
do you want to get down now, little jelly
Mhm.
bean?
especially at the shrines, some of the orphanages.
Okay. Gonna help you, okay? Okay. Gentle like Burger.
Hold gently like Burger. I know that
Slid off the thing.
There you go.
Whoop.
They're thinking.
You know, I usually have a lot of bad luck with things like this.
Children?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
How do you have bad luck with children?
Because last time I was here, I was mauled by them.
Oh. Well, this one doesn't have teeth
In
yet,
what
so
sense?
Oh, right, I remember the kids that were hanging.
Yeah,
too squishy.
Halloween, to be precise.
hello.
And
Well,
one
those were
kid
quite
slapped
lovely
the
bunch
fuck
of
out of me.
gremlins. So-
Pumpkinhead's children.
Yes.
Oh, he's referring to.
The pumpkins.
He likes you.
Or pumpkins.
Yeah, 'cause it's Wednesday.
Oh, the little pumpkin babies, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm aware.
Oh, they were precious. They were so cute.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, they tried to take her down like he was King Kong.
Mm-mm.
Don't worry, I will teach them the arts of sass properly.
We're all doomed.
Great. As if I couldn't be more
Well, I don't know.
amazed as it is.
I don't know how you would expect them not to end up sassy. They have me as a mother, your grandfather, you.
This is very true.
And with me, they have the protection
You are
squad.
doomed.
Wait, what do foxes come out as? They come out as little
I'm
tiny
always
foxes, or
doomed.
they come out...
Are you asking about kitsune or foxes?
Anywho,
Oh, it feels
Kitsune.
better.
I know foxkin are usually...
besides all of that, though, how you feeling, Rochelle?
It depends on the circumstances of the birth. Like, my father was.
You want an
human,
honest
and
answer?
My mother was a kitsune in
Absolutely.
human form. So I was born as
This
human.
is the best day.
So they only give birth to one in human form, but if they were in Kitsune
Say no
form,
more.
they could give a
I
litter.
got it.
They could. Kitsune tend not to have really big litters. Though.
It is. It's supposed to.
I'm not going to tell you we can't. At least according to my mother. I got very curious and I was too young to understand the birds and the bees. Because
What?
she had me.
Huh?
She had my younger sister. And then she had
Me?
a couple of years after that she had my
You having fun bouncing?
Dude, I don't know. My last brain cell left like 32 minutes ago.
If you're talking about me, no, I'm more
Maybe
than
they
happy
are
for both of
demanding
you.
our peace.
Would you like
Wait,
to be
let's be
picked up?
honest. I would love an alcoholic beverage right now. You
See
know,
the two
to
little milk
because you do
reaching out.
4
Oh,
years,
come here.
man.
They are demanding
I
our
still have
peace.
stuff in the top shelf that I don't use, so feel free.
Probably tired.
Some people had some stuff for Christmas.
Possibly.
So there's
Do you have
Not
Captain
necessarily like
Morgan's
sleepy, we
spiced
don't
rum?
sleep, but exhaustion
We
can still
should.
I
happen.
only traveled with the captain.
Hey, you done with your stuff?
Zeke, you and I are gonna be great bros in the
I can imagine.
yes.
Ahoy.
Good
Especially
man.
when you're so small.
Ahoy.
Hamilton.
Ahoy.
I can only imagine that it takes quite a lot of food to keep them running.
Very much.
That would intermite in
The
pieces.
response you were looking to give was Yar.
I'm trying not to feed them too
No,
much so they don't
It's definitely
grow
ahoy.
too quickly.
That's what the bottle has on it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab a coffee. Not interrupting. I wanted to ask you about your barrier.
Sure.
Michelle, just calm down.
I will be right back.
Alright. I'll be around.
I don't want to interrupt if you're already having a conversation.
I have had plenty of baby sibling time. It is probably good I take a break.
Fair enough. I was just curious about your barrier. Is it
This is a whole new feeling for me.
is it and then there goes the words. The words have just left my brain. Wonderful.
It is alright,
Is
it
it a
happens.
solid? Is it a solid barrier or energy?
It is solid. When
Okay.
I turn on both of the drones, typically activating the line of code is what makes it so tiring for myself to keep them up. But they are solid and then typically go away when I am done with their use. And a new one is regenerated when I wish to call them back.
When a person has conviction in their eyes.
Yeah, I was just curious because usually with energy barriers, they more
It's just skin
absorb
contact.
impacts, and hard or solid barriers can deflect certain things
Different
like projectiles
view,
and
but
whatnot.
a similar aura.
That was the intention I was hoping for.
As long as she takes the gloves off, she should be fine.
protection and necessary offense if needed.
Because again, the plagues die off pretty quickly. They don't stay on clothes.
My people done it quite regularly.
That was the plan, or the hope.
With how
The way
our
the barriers were made to function is to essentially
They're
make a
magical.
queue to guard a certain amount of people. If I am able
Somewhat
to
magic-based plagues.
handle having more drones than just the two that I am able to handle currently. I am
Fair enough.
I remember right,
testing my
there's
stamina with the one behind me.
5
Fair enough.
I wonder
stages.
if I could use scan drones.
I'm gonna go look at it again.
Really, just.
'Cause I think it's based off of a D&D spell.
You put the corner straight towards where you're being shot at, so you have that.
It is best
Two
for the
floating
dynamics.
mummies.
Especially for going against things like wind pressure.
Indeed. Some
5
people
stages of dying.
seem to understand where
Dumb ways to die.
it's more effective to have an angle just
Dumb
straight
ways to
on.
die.
The shield itself has a lattice on the outside as well, while there is one behind it. So it is also rigid from the spots in front of it.
So you have how the barrier is. You have one solid piece in front, and then you have several smaller ones in front of that.
The smaller pieces in the front, big, solid, flat piece in the back,
Tomorrow morning,
Oh,
small pieces in the front.
garden tea.
She supports it. She's not been told any reason not
I saw
to.
the design and I didn't know if that was just if they were actually separated or not. I didn't really get a chance to look.
They technically
Nama's
are,
supportive of Rochelle.
but only by
It's kind of one of those things of
I
like,
think the space of an inch.
I will accept you until you do something bad.
That's
As soon as you do.
there's such a thing as spatial armor, I guess you could say, and that allows. I take it that's so the smaller pieces can move a little,
Take most of the brunt.
Yeah.
It is built for durability.
Maybe
So that
enough
way I
of
can
a
have
nap
it
a
up
little
longer, but
bit. Get full sleep.
the problem
start
that I
fresh in the
faced with
morning.
most of these drones was an overheating issue.
Perhaps,
And
yes.
that took roughly a year to finally fix and correct.
Certainly
Yeah.
feeling
That's
Because they are no longer having that issue.
overwhelmed.
That's one of the things that my people still deal with.
Food and drink is
the
something we
heating
love to
or the cooling situation of our technology. We have developed where we can go quite a while before we start having heat issues.
That's good.
But heating is still.
You can definitely get a meditation in.
She might over time.
Yes.
But
I could imagine.
she's
I did have to modify the
Meditate.
size of these.
identified
so
that this
way
person is
certain
only
delicate
just gotten a
instruments weren't
fleshy
too close
body.
on one
She's
another.
not gonna overwhelm her.
How are you dealing with the cooling?
I suppose,
Cooling of them. Do you have like
I've been praying this entire
heat
time.
sinks?
Just praying it out like
I've found a part where it is mostly overheating, and I have moved it to the back of the drone
Well, I think
itself,
there's enough people around.
while having
so I'm
a
not going
cooling
to.
ring on the inside to
Too many
push
dreams
cold
into
air
it.
towards it to keep it cool for longer extended periods.
You'd be surprised.
Even usually after
Enough.
testing them, I will have to air them out to get all the steam that does eventually start to happen. But it's thankfully cold. It's not hot. Thankfully to the ring inside of it, keeping it cold. So that is a part of the process of, at least for what I had to correct.
Really? Wow, that was actually
Have
sensitive.
you thought about like some heat sinks that you can remove or eject as they become overheated?
I have not,
Ariel said if I
purely
had pebbles
because it
floating
was
around
not
me,
within
that she would call them
my
satellites
line
based
of
on how dense they can
reasoning
be.
when I was creating them.
That's more or less how my people handle it with like our power armor and whatnot. We have heat sinks that once they are basically
I
at
didn't think about
capacity, we
that,
take
but
them out,
technically I
put
could
them in
create the stars that are kind of like outside the
see.
ship windows.
I'd be available to brainstorm at another time if you wish.
Little specks.
I would enjoy that. I haven't had a chance to really speak tech in regards to barriers and whatnot.
Understood. I will keep that in mind. I'll be sure to find you whenever I have made a new discovery with these.
I definitely wouldn't mind helping as well. You know.
Yes, Father had informed me and given me your contact information. However, I do not believe we have had a proper discussion face to face yet.
Maybe numbers right.
Yeah,
What?
we've encountered each other
What happened?
now and then here and at the Lotus.
What's up,
We've never really actually
Yes.
had a conversation.
Nani?
I
None
typically
do.
keep my encounters in Saphira very brief.
Why would that many of you? Why would that many people be here? What? Hello?
Quite understandable.
I can't see my numbers, to be fair.
I hope that did help answer some of your questions about the barriers.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
It did.
Welcome. I'm glad y'all excited about the baby.
How you have gone about.
It is rare. We are in a rare character territory today.
Dealing with them was
Have I? Again, I really don't pay attention to numbers.
conceptualizing the design for them. However, as I kept going, it became easier. I had settled on a diamond shape, so that way I could flip the drone sideways. So
That
I
is
can
true. I have time
differentiate
off.
when they are in offense and defense.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I paid enough attention until I got partner, and then I was like, eh.
believe that is danger.
Thank you for gifting us up the howl. Hello.
But also,
That's true. That's true.
now we can have
We have a baby.
tea talk.
As well.
Yeah, should we?
Technically, yes.
Well,
What do you mean?
Having the extra security of visually also
well, all the tea
seeing
knowledge that I've gotten so far has mostly been from you.
accidents.
My drones are still prototypes, however. These are not the final designs I will settle with. However, the outer chassis.
I mean, that's pretty much how it is. I generally don't really worry about it too much.
The inner mechanisms may change.
My when I had Streamlabs OBS, I could kind of see the numbers.
As needed, the
Now I can't see it, so I don't pay attention to it.
tends to keep the same shape.
Which is why nowadays, if there's a long period of time and I'm not really doing anything, I'm not too worried about it. I have more than 5. Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Sure.
That and we haven't tested how you're going to fare in the sunshine, so.
I do not actually.
To be honest, I think I'm
My name is Nikki. Nice to
Hello.
officially meet you.
I'm Juniper. Nice to officially meet you as well.
Like I said, we'll find a nice little garden tea.
You as well.
Definitely hope sometime soon we
Bring
can
Rochelle with
chat
us
a bit
and
more about how
get a
you
nice
have
little
your
breakfast.
drones and barriers. I
Things in the sun.
Of course. Of course. If you're ever needing a location of usually where to find me,
Well, I'm glad that y'all are enjoying your time here.
wherever my father Ion is.
And I'm glad you're excited to see baby.
And I can.
Your father's probably off doing something interesting.
Orlando, last I saw him.
It usually sounds like him.
What?
I still believe most of their nature is strange. Orlando, Osaka. I have only been there a handful of times.
I don't know where you're talking about, so I don't have a frame of reference. Oh, hello, Howl.
I'll have to show you it another time. I am still dealing with the shock of knowing they are butchering Pokemon cows down there, apparently.
Oh my god. Well, wait, what's a Pokemon?
I will show you later. It is a part of one of those things I have to show you with the movies that you are requesting to watch.
All right.
Yes. They are so sleepy.
Well, as sleepy as a slime can be.
Yes.
Restful.
This is correct.
When they say children don't sleep, they very much mean slime children do not sleep.
Yes.
But they do run out of energy.
That is such a fitting career for you, Mr. Curry.
Lady Crystal.
Get the hell out of here, damn it.
I was thinking about her outfit.
What are you doing here?
Thinking maybe she might need a nice scarf. What do you think?
Yes, you should
Or a coat.
Your brain needs to work. Come on, Miss Rochelle. You got this.
Are you thinking just in general, or with the outfit that she currently has?
Oh my.
We
I think it is time for some non-thoroughly advice.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh.
From the debacle I'm hearing, yes. I think
Alright.
so.
Well, would you like to hold Willow? I'll go
Go, Miss Rochelle. It's understandable.
talk to them.
I will.
It's all right. Just go. Yes. You got this. Of course. What the hell do you two want?
Hello.
I heard you might be needing
Thank you.
Welcome back.
non-daily advice.
Huh?
Juniper told me you might need advice.
It's like a fucking tomato, by the way.
Ah, I see.
Huh?
Come here. Come here.
What?
I could
Here we go.
parts of your conversation.
Sorry about my aggressiveness. How are you? How are you both going?
Okay.
Great.
Hi.
What's happening? You look like a red orc instead of a green orc.
What do you mean? Redder.
Ooh! It's getting worse. You have a fever.
No, I don't have a fever.
Did you catch something from Willow?
No, I didn't catch anything from Willow.
No, I understand you caught something from the other one. Hmm?
Just go get him, Tiger. That's it.
Sorry, I can't look. I can't make eye contact. What?
What are you nervous about? You've talked to me about this girl several times, yes? Seems like you've known her for a while.
Yeah.
Now she's just more fleshy than you're used to.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's. That's. I'm trying. Okay. All right. All right. I'm trying not to stare because staring is rude, but also at the same time, I've been waiting 3 fucking years to see, her face, and I want to cry, and then I get.
You know, there's some people in this world who would beg for someone to stare at them the way that I'm sure you stare at her.
I know. I know. I'm scared, and I
never went to school.
Seems like she cares about you affectionately as well. I don't know as much about modern courtship as I do, old versions.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she will like you for who you are.
Yeah, I know, and then Curry asked me, and then you asked me, and then today's her day.
No.
She's a star today.
Well, then go show her that she's your star.
I was not looking at your text. I was looking.
You could take her into the garden where it's quiet. Maybe have a quiet talk with her.
I know how to choose my words very carefully. Thank you.
Yeah. I just really don't think today. I just wanted to live and have a good day and have a good time.
Have a lovely day.
She can have a good time with you.
No, fuck you. You tried to sell me over the river, you motherfucking little.
If you want, you can sit with her for a while, gain some confidence. Or you can take her away for a bit, talk to her where it's quiet.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I won't push you into anything, but I don't think you have anything to be nervous about.
Okay. Thank you, Ma.
Well,
I don't think
I may
the
not
blush
be.
is gonna stop for a while.
No, it probably won't. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for that. I'd love to tell you I did.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go back over, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after that, and I don't know. And
Sit next to her.
I'm
If you stare at her, that's probably fine, as long as you're not, like, staring daggers into her. You know, as long as you've got that twinkle in your eye. Which you do have.
Okay, push me.
Okay, I'm pushing. Here's a push.
Okay.
I need to wind you up like a toy.
No!
Of how to bounce off fast from your friends. You look at me when I am stating the obvious.
How, buddy?
I look at you.
How's it going?
because I am grieved. I am grieved. Do you
The ones
hear me?
ended up with a...
You are experiencing grief. I did not realize that you had gone through such a saddening event. Then again, I think the death of one's ego is usually the cause of that.
Oh?
I don't have an ego, damn it.
Tomato. Ah.
Oh, so he... It's been fully killed then. Sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss.
No, I've always cared
It's getting
about
there.
fellow man and ladies too.
An ego doesn't mean you don't care about anybody.
I've always put others before myself.
My face in snow.
That didn't used to be the case back
You're
then,
looking
though.
rather red.
So you haven't
Sometimes.
always.
Well,
No, I had to correct
Baby.
myself.
and then normal.
Now, anywho,
Yeah.
to conclude this,
Would you like to be held, or would you like to
okay,
be able to move around a little bit?
look at your girlfriend or something. I wouldn't look at them as a way of any other way other than a friend.
Suppose that's my
And
answer.
not only that, your remarks. I need you to cut that shit out now. And then as for you,
There's so much hostility here.
Complicated way
Keep-
of just telling someone that you're
keep
not interested.
being beautiful, miss. However,
I see, so
very
we're
much
not
so.
beautiful.
don't do that.
I have
I can't
no idea
fucking
what's going
win for
on.
the life of me and shit.
I'm trying to take it on.
Do you not have a girlfriend, Mr. Curry? I believe I saw them the
do,
last time I went to the
does.
Lotus.
Yes, I have a girlfriend. Yes.
Oh my.
Then
I'm
why
proud
don't
of
you
you for
simply
being loyal.
say that?
Regimen, because I feel like I should work with a.
You can simply...
You stay away from everything that is mine, Zeke.
Goodness.
She looks like she has a really good workout regimen.
Yes, she does.
Why is that
She's holy, is she
the
not?
thing that gave you pause?
Because it gave me I had to think about it for a minute. Sometimes I hate using my brain.
What do you think I do during workouts? Jeez.
I don't know. What do you do?
Spellcasting, meditation, combat training,
Oh, okay. The
lifting stone
technical
objects.
stuff. The technical stuff. Okay, I got you.
Even during
I
the
just happen to
slide.
go out into Zephyra sometimes and lift old buildings off.
It is like a slip and slide.
A slime and
If you
slide.
relocate a building again, I'm going to relocate your facial structure.
Got it. I won't do it again.
Wow.
Wally, you don't
I
know.
have to put them back.
Yeah, well, I'll... Look, I have to make sure to maintain my conditioning. If I don't, then my enemies will conquer me.
Okay, maybe.
I can't
With the
have that
wrecking ball
happen.
construction
What's
zones,
calling me? I
feel
gotta
free to
go.
lift those.
Oh, okay. See you all later.
Have a good one.
Take care of yourself.
Baby.
Good seeing you, I guess. Oh my
Yeah, it was great seeing you as well.
Bye-bye.
Blessed journey to you. All of that.
Wait, can you
So,
do that?
what would you like your next
Sniffles,
family
blessings,
outing to be?
Quiet and final blessing.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a hellhound. Please don't hurt my
Maybe a park visit?
Yeah, I don't.
I
get
must
how
instill in
hellhounds-
them the love of trees as I do.
A bit of divinity after.
Ah.
That is my first responsibility as the older sibling.
They are named after a tree.
I'm not using holy
Yes.
damn
Well,
girlfriend. Now get
a
out
song
of
about
here.
a tree.
That's a lot better. Are you dismissing her?
What?
I don't think
I
he has
thought
that
you were
spell
leaving with her.
abilities.
No, she's
No,
going
she
to
was
work.
leaving
She
for
was
work.
just leaving.
Oh, well, never mind
No, I
then.
was
Just
trying
seeing
to
who your
get her- I was
girlfriend
just
are.
giving her. Yeah.
Well, never mind. Sorry about that. I didn't know. Apologies.
A park would be nice.
Hmm. A park does sound nice.
For once,
Lovely
I was
park.
actually into yours.
I suppose that's where our
Try to find a
next
nice part
big
in the
family
movie the
trip will
other
be
day,
then.
and it didn't work out for me.
Hopefully.
Your grandfather probably needs the nature time, to be fair.
How you feeling?
Then again, I do not know if going into nature will be a good idea as well for him. It may serve too much as a reminder.
No, I think he needs it. Your grandfather loves nature very much.
Slime has acquired a
Oh, hello there. This is not going to last long.
Right.
I think for now,
I know
just
it won't.
sitting still, just in case I start getting mad.
Oh my.
Even now, you do not know it, but he is sassing you.
Lightheaded, but
Yes, I'm well aware.
sliming.
He is the sassiest little guy.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm not a likable guy.
You have a girlfriend. I think that is quite...
Do you mean to say your girlfriend doesn't like you?
That is unfortunate. Is it a contractual relationship?
An arranged marriage.
No, I think.
Is there a mutual gain? Oh my.
You have familiar.
The
She
drama.
looks strong enough.
Love is not one of my strong suits. Let me just say this now.
But typically, to want to date someone, you have to at least like them. For like is the most important feeling to have towards another. Before you
Yes, you
drift
are
into
correct.
feelings of love.
You are correct. Thank you, knowledgeable one.
Then you are proving yourself wrong with your previous statement. You are, in fact, a likable guy.
Oh my.
Is this because you don't want to be likable?
Isn't this night about these two lovely people right here?
Oh, he's deflecting.
Do you have imposter syndrome?
He's deflecting.
Do you not believe you deserve all the lovely friends that you have that
See,
very
it's
much like
definitely
you?
about those three for sure. It's not about me,
Mr.
right?
Curry, we do have a therapist on station if you do need to handle your imposter syndrome.
swear
You
to
deserve
all that is
all of your friends and
No,
love
I don't
that is
need
given
a
to you.
therapist. I don't
Careful
need
with
a
that one. They don't
therapist,
have
I'm
shoes.
fine.
Scooch, scooch.
98% of people actually do need a therapist after saying those lines.
Shut up,
There you go.
Zeke.
You don't get
I
slimed
don't
too
need
deep
a
into the fur,
therapist.
it'll be fine.
Are you positive?
It's
We even
not
have
a
people go to a therapist to talk about
it's not a slime problem, it's a potential plague problem.
I have enough friends that I talk with my problems
Mhm.
through. I didn't have that a long time ago, but I. Excuse. No, I don't need a damn therapist. Oh, God.
Your friends
Yes,
are
you can sit on that one,
capable
Shu.
of-
Need
capable
therapists
of
than they want.
providing you advice that a therapist could.
Sit on shoes, not feet.
Maybe he just needs a puppy.
A dog would help.
You know what? At least you show compassion for my soul. Thank you, everyone.
We
Is
are
it compassion
showing
or sass?
compassion,
Because
we
you
are just
can't
wishing the better for you.
tell what they're
Thank you very much.
thinking yet.
You are a
Yeah.
great.
You good?
Yeah, no. So,
You're
Slime.
great.
I'm not meaning to be rude or anything, but because I want to understand what specifically are they?
A slime. Much like I am.
They are. I believe they are wondering what is dangerous about them, stepmom.
Ah.
Yeah, that as well.
Much like myself, Willow is a plague slime. Specifically of an ancient variety.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
The pacifier they have is enchanted to reduce as much as possible. It kind of like one of those 99% remove all bacteria things. It nullifies 99% of the plague, but there's always a 1% chance. So until they get a bit larger and have more control over it, it's best anyone fleshy doesn't touch them.
Fair enough.
Directly, anyway.
Luckily, I guess I have the advantage of at least fur for that bit of security.
Well, and if anything does happen, I have scrolls to cure diseases.
Oh yeah.
Just in case.
Oh, from experience, those haven't worked on me.
I see.
Jeez. Okay. I'm alright.
Probably
I have,
keep some distance
something
then.
called a yeah. I'll keep my distance. I just wanted to see exactly,
Go, little silly beans.
He's going to comfort him again. It is alright, Mr. Curry. You have the love and affection of my tiny sibling.
Thank you kindly.
I think Willow is noticing and respecting the edge.
That is a valid opinion.
I haven't heard that word in years pointed right at me.
You are edgy, but you are an edgy that most people enjoy.
But what would you call?
Edgy's entirely enjoyable. It's an important thing to have in one's party.
Call this sophisticatingly thinking about something to do with his life.
They are mimicking you.
Also known as pouty.
Oh, Willow's
I
learning it
wasn't gonna
already.
say that, but
Wait, you're imitating me? That is right. I am the perfect
They're
one. You should
mimicking you.
Emulate?
You should copy me.
Imitate.
There. Yes.
It is alright. You did say that you did not go to school, but it is okay.
There's Amber. There's a chance to talk to somebody.
If anything, there is free time for you to study on your own time whenever.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of something.
You can do it. I believe in you.
No! Stop that!
What do you mean? I am being encouraging.
Absolutely.
Cross your little nubbies.
You're also slightly.
Look, if I have to suffer, you do too, Miss Rochelle.
I am just being encouraging. Is that not helpful?
She's just squat running. Getting her.
Did you have a good time being edgy? You're learning it early. It's good.
Back to being round.
I'm sure grandfather will teach him all the proper ways of good edge.
Oh, yes. I'm sure your grandfather will pull out the full book. Oh, boy.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, great.
He wears shoes.
What are they doing here?
I like doing a little jig.
No, I was going to say the little being that rolled towards
I believe they're having a private conversation. Willow? Oh. Apologies.
We're just talking. No,
Oh, I see.
It's perfectly fine, dear. We just happened to notice as we looked over. Well, she did, and I just looked over now.
Understandable. I mean, I would also notice if a baby slime came sliming up to me.
Is that what that
Yeah.
is?
Yes.
Yes.
I've never seen
This
one
is
of
my
those.
newborn. The name is Willow. And I am Nom. It's good to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Ludwig.
Oh, I believe I've heard about you before. Not you,
That's either a good thing.
but I have heard of you, I think. You're a bard, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Well, my family likes bards, so I'd say it's pretty good. Oh, he's going off to
Oh
comfort him.
my.
You have it
Like bards,
handled.
and,
She's got it.
if you like bards and your family likes bards, then might I offer an invitation? And I am a bard, but I am also the co-owner of an organization called Bardic Circle. We are a music company by bards, for bards, but for everyone. We're having a ball next month on the 13th.
It's been a while since I've been to a ball.
Well, if you like, we're always welcome to have new people to come by and listen to the music and forget about troubles for a little while.
Well, I'll talk to my father then. I'm sure he'd be interested.
Of course.
It's been a very long time since he's been to one.
Well, I always encourage it. Helps give people a chance to not care about the outside world for a few hours.
That is the nicest quality of music.
So you're doing fine.
I am doing fine.
Glad to hear that.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on my newborn,
With
but
Charles and
it
another
was nice to see
member.
you.
I never actually caught your name. Pleasure. I am Ren.
Okay.
Do I have to be careful to make sure you don't accidentally brush your tails against me? 'Cause I know some people's tails are sensitive and whatnot.
Doing the thing. No. As long as you don't pull on them.
Sorry, leave you to blobby sit for a minute.
I say that because the type of kitsune that
It's
I am.
quite alright. I don't mind. I will wobble sit any day.
Well, I'm sure you don't mind, but certainly not your responsibility.
Curses on people.
Zeke said I could have
It
them all.
technically
It's
is.
an involuntary thing.
It is technically part of a responsibility that I can take on, and I already have for my other younger sibling. And I will very much pass forward that
Most of the curses
responsibility to this one as well.
Usually reverse them, but
Well, only when you like.
Oh, and she's around the corner.
I don't want to add more responsibility on the plate.
come out of it and realize that I've just done that to someone.
Honestly.
Hey, Zeke.
It is alright.
Zeke, quick question, Zeke. Listen.
Mm.
Listen, hey, by any chance, listen, man, look.
Mine's a little.
Did I do something wrong today, by any chance?
No, what's up?
Okay, I was just checking to make sure because I'm very careful about the things I do and say.
Here's
Yes, you're the epitome
the
of caution.
question.
What happened?
Is she just making stuff up to get under your skin?
I don't know what the hell they're doing, but I guarantee you when I find out what they're doing.
Where did Rochelle go?
I don't know what's
She's
going
behind
on.
you, Zeke, if you wanted to ask.
I
What
believe
happened?
she stepped away for a moment.
the thing.
Had to handle something.
Oh, you did a thing.
What
don't
did
know
I
what it is,
do?
but
Damn it!
I haven't known them long enough, but you did something.
I believe you are just jumpy in your own nature. It is your
Would
thing.
you like to come up?
Should you not know if it is your thing?
You doing okay?
Shame on you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Now be hands.
Okay.
Precisely.
Oh, right, come here.
Floor.
It is more demandment for uppies.
Oh, yeah.
I was just watching them.
I think for the first little while, clinginess is
Not
expected.
used to seeing baby slimes.
Need for.
That is true.
There's that damn silhouette.
I mean, intelligent slimes at least are fairly rare.
Now I can't pick them up. I saw them. Now they're not there.
Well, they went like that way.
I shall be heading up myself.
How in the
Get
fuck,
enough
bitch,
practice.
McGee,
Alright.
do you know where they are?
Because I'm seeing the reflection move across the different light
Of
sources.
course, to you as well.
All night.
It's refracting.
Love you as always.
I hope you have.
Yeah, right
Guess
there.
when it comes down.
Be able to chat with you sometime.
Alright, it just went around the pillar.
In person, I just want to chat sometimes.
Look, okay.
You were both acting like a pair of schizophrenics.
Is that a specific technique you're doing, or how are you
No,
doing
it's
that?
called being paranoid. Oh, there it is, right there, going through.
I'm gonna pester the
Oh, the light's bouncing off of her. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
Chassis probably needs an update, that's all.
Well, you.
Unless she's going against an enemy, I'm not sure we need her updating. She'll
Well,
be
you know-
actually invisible.
It'll be fine.
It is always good to update certain
you've
softwares
definitely
if
taught me
something is out of
something new.
date. To keep running optimal.
I'm glad I can help.
Yes, because I can't pick up those types of people. I can pick up demons and divine things easily.
Wait, why are you trying to pick them up?
No.
Did you even ask?
That does usually require consent.
Please do not. No.
Reaching Capri Sun.
Cat.
Please do not the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, anywho, like I was explaining before, I can pick up devils, demons, divine things, holy things, easily. As if it's nothing.
Well, I imagine you can pick up many things.
Yeah.
I would imagine you can pick up anything within your weight limit. At least from
Precisely.
I'm not dealing with this. So, anywho.
If you have a different
what do you-
bench
what do
weight
you
than other
mean?
people, then that is all you can say.
Always having a tantrum.
Mine's about 200 pounds over my
Careful.
Oh my.
Could be
He's
violent.
very stompy today.
Basically,
A
I
nice
can
stick.
pick up a lot of things. That's just natural.
The dang straw.
He has a
In the
natural
Capri
high
Sun.
bench weight lifting of capacity.
I can't.
Capacity?
I can't get it in the
Precisely.
Capri Sun.
Is this what we have turned?
I'll have to get it later.
All right, Neko.
I'm thirsty though.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Better
All
cat
right,
than the dog puns, I
we have known
suppose.
each other for years, okay? All right, I remember way back when.
I would not want
When
to
I
be
was
barking up the
edgy
wrong
guy.
I
tree.
know what that means.
When edgy guy. I didn't like anyone. Okay.
In
We
one,
were
out
good
the
friends
other.
back
I'm
when.
sorry, that was a bit rough.
Capri
The
Sun.
world happened. Why are you taking me by
I'm not gonna
surprise
throw
all
you
the
This
down
is
that
time?
one.
this is hurtful. This is hurting my ears.
Hmm?
What is
Bark.
it?
Well,
We're making dog puns.
I'm
The
so very
awful
lucky
quality
that
of these
it's
puns.
harder to make fox a long
puns.
time ago.
It's an older model that hasn't been updated in a while.
You're gonna say it, aren't you?
Hello.
I don't know that Neko even has the files for that model anymore.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
people could still use
you
dog
changed.
puns in our case.
Everything alright?
True.
I knew it.
Most of the puns that I know are really fancy and whatnot, so they're not really out.
You're gonna ask me that a few more times,
But
aren't
there's
you?
not that many.
I know.
I could.
And listen, all the ones I can think of are rather powerful.
I knew.
I think we're all starting to bark up the wrong tree, in all honesty.
I really have a stretch for that one. You should be
Oh,
proud
hey,
that
it's
I was
you.
willing to go to that length. Hi.
Hello there.
There's a lot of
How are
people
you
in
doing?
here.
Good to
Alright.
see you again, old friend. How goes it?
Would you like to talk outside then?
It goes. Very tiring, but it goes.
Trust me,
No.
tiring? You don't even know the half of it.
Maybe you can take a trip to the
I
garden.
might,
I'm
if
sure
I'm-
there's several smells that could be
Potentially.
intaken, considering there is plenty of new experiences for your friend to have.
But
No, I'm
actually,
Just
I
I
think
once,
I'm
I'd like to
gonna
have a great day
Just
today.
sit
You
down
know?
a little bit.
What?
Alright.
Especially
I mean, you want a game of
Oh, there's a seat right over there.
It's close to celebration.
I-
I was coming by to say
I
hello
know.
and goodbye to everyone before I left. I didn't want to be rude, coming on the ship and not
Ah.
really saying that much.
Take care of my friend, the
Speaking
only one that
of-
hasn't picked on me today. Take care of yourself.
And you were laying kind of weird on the bed.
I don't recall when I
Not
picked on
the
you.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I
Now
don't
I
really
kind
use
of
it as much.
It's
It's
not
probably
even
not
serious.
really as soft as it should.
line myself up a
No,
little.
you never picked on me neither. You're right. You know, I came here to relax today, but considering what has happened so
Actually,
far,
pick out
I'm
your
going
pillow,
to walk around just a little
stuff has
bit.
been absolutely
This bit
amazing.
loud.
Alright.
Then there's
I don't
You
want
want
to
company?
entirely overstimulate your sibling. Don't mind.
It would probably be
That
wise.
seems to be the
Mm.
case for a lot of individuals.
Maybe I do sleep better still.
Stimulation and socialization is certainly good for them, but
It's anything can be too much if taken in mass quantities.
exactly. Unfortunately, if your sibling gets too emotionally overwhelmed, they'll likely do the same thing that I do. Which is, soften and start to melt, and that's
Yes.
not exactly convenient. Especially when I don't
No,
have
it's not.
a jar with me. So, preferably, keeping them from getting too overwhelmed is a better idea. I don't think
It
they've
would be preferable.
gained quite enough yet to have a full range of emotions, but at least when I'm their size, I can still feel things, including being overwhelmed.
I see.
Which really, in the case of at least myself, results in feeling like a caged animal.
Mm.
Have any exciting plans? I noticed the drones are working.
Yes, it has been mostly testing my stamina with them and seeing how long I am able to keep them out now. So I am trying to build that. So far, I can hold them out for a couple of hours with no activity. It will mostly just come to testing them and how long with activity.
Hmm. Well, let me know if you need any help testing.
I will. I have been testing them with an assortment of calibers and objects.
Ah.
Some of the agents have been very kind to help me with such testing.
Willing test subjects tend to be best.
Yes. I would rather not immediately go into the field and suffer a malfunction with the drones and be left to opening of Shatterant.
You know, I think I would prefer that as well.
I would rather not lose data.
I would also prefer you not have that experience. I can't say I have the exact same experience, but at least for brief periods of time, when I am made small, I don't remember things. I tend to remember them once I get bigger. My core remembers things.
Yes. It will be an experience that I will no doubt experience eventually. However, I don't think it would be beneficial to start experiencing it now.
No.
Considering I am still gathering important data.
I think holding it off as long as possible is probably for the best. I'm sure it will happen, just like I'm sure eventually
Yes.
your sibling will get overwhelmed and melt, just like I do. Lose a fair bit of progress.
Yes.
For a time.
It would be good to avoid such situations.
Mm. Sadly, seeing as your grandfather isn't as powerful as he used to be, I can't, just like this one, bounce back immediately. If something like that happens, if I lose a large amount of mass, it'll take time to properly grow it back.
I will have to make sure to have a couple of jars within my own database so that way I could call upon them.
It's a good idea.
In case such situations do ever arise. It would be good and convenient.
Your father used to have a system for it. It's probably still installed. I can't imagine he uninstalled it.
Yes. I am nervous about most future things I will have to experience.
Mm. Thankfully, your sibling doesn't have some of the same problems that I do. I don't know how much I've told you, really, about my kind.
I have not imposed on asking, purely because it is for you to tell. Same with father and his private information. I may
Questions
be both of
are
yours
always
child,
allowed.
but I am not entitled to certain things.
You're not
You are all still
entitled,
entitled to your secrets.
but you can ask questions. If I choose not to answer, then I choose not to answer.
That is precisely what I usually infer.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, your sibling has a leg up on me, given the extra edition. If I get this
That is
small,
true.
generally speaking, Unless I have a very, very strong connection to someone, I just want to eat everything.
I see.
Even Ion, I would still attempt to bite. But not as likely.
Yes. I do understand the need
Mm.
to at least cause acts of possible harm in certain situations. The understanding of anger certainly brought that clear to my eyes.
Mm. I don't necessarily think the same way that many people do. Not the same way that humans do. My intelligence is very much based on how much mass I have. The smaller I am, the less I have.
Well, I guess that is similar to our process.
Mm.
We do not technically know many things while we are very small.
Well, you get bigger so that way you can hold more data, isn't that right?
Yeah, so we refine our chassis and the lattice within them.
Mm.
So that way we can hold more efficiently.
Just like my ability to process data is entirely dependent on how much mass I have. Because I don't have a brain, the slime is kind of my brain.
Yes.
My
It
core
is not too
holds all of that, so that way, if I do get very small, I don't lose it.
Hmm.
But I lose it for a time. If I get very little, I can't process it, I can't delve into those memories as much. So only very, very important ones stay. Which is why I don't try to eat your grandfather, and I generally don't try to eat Ion, or I wouldn't try to bite you, certainly.
Yes. Well, I don't believe that would go over well. I believe you would definitely shatter my chassis. Or at least a part of it.
Well, thankfully, not only are you not something I would be likely to want to bite, considering you don't smell like food,
I am not flesh. Yes.
I also still retain most of my core feelings, and at this point, my main feeling is love for you. So, I doubt even if I got
I
very,
would
very
hope so.
small that I would lose that.
I would hope so.
When I'm this size, when I'm the size of your sibling roughly, it really is just emotions, base emotions.
However, that is the thing that I am lacking. We do not start with emotions. We learn them later. I am progressing towards that, I believe, now.
Emotions are more complex the larger I get. When I'm very small, it's more like an animal.
Base instincts.
Mm. I want to protect my children, family in general, and I want to eat so that I can get bigger and be able to defend myself more easily. And I feel scared if I'm cornered.
So, natural instincts that one would face in certain wild situations.
Like it or not, I'm still more a creature than a sophisticated being.
I think I would prefer you this way than being a sophisticated being. Most are concerningly deranged nowadays. It is very rare I see someone who has the concept of common sense and courtesy.
Well, some of that comes from being very old.
That is true. I am not very old, but I do believe I have certain skills that most other people would dream to have.
I think you and your sibling are similar in the way that you'll both gain information much faster than me, or especially most humans.
Well, yes. But through different means, I believe.
Mm.
I am still struggling with certain concepts like my speech therapy, as well as understanding certain decisions organic people make.
Anything specific?
Not right now that I can think of.
Well, if you do think of anything, you know how to contact me.
That I do, and I will do so.
Mm. I did get a cell phone, so...
Ah, I see. I will
don't know
miss
how to
doing
use
our dumpster letter exchange.
We can certainly still do dumpster letter exchanges. But if you need
Yes,
to
I think it is more fun than typical technology.
get information to me quickly,
Yes. I would most likely need to do that, especially if I am to babysit Willow.
Which is if you would like to. Once again, I'm not going to put any pressure on you. Not at your age. Even if you are extremely
would like
mature.
to.
Here's the number.
I will be sure to add it to my database of growing contacts.
Well, probably once they're a little bit bigger, I can let you babysit them if you like.
Of course.
I'm sure having sibling-on-sibling bonding time is probably good for the both of you.
Yes. Plus, it will build good bonds between all of us.
Perhaps once I get a job. That's when I might ask either you or your grandfather to watch them.
All right.
Your grandfather has a lot of
I will
experience
always
with
be
that.
available. I am sure. Grandfather is very capable.
He's more vulnerable than he used to be. So, I admit, in some ways, I worry. But I try not to.
He is still the same evil grandfather. He is a proper supervillain.
Exactly.
Precisely.
He has presentation.
Exactly. The key element to being a supervillain, and not just a villain. Presentation.
It's in the handbook.
He also has a code that he goes by. Which I believe is noble even for supervillains.
He's very strict on that
Or
code as well.
heroes. I would hope so.
Seems a bit more strict on it even than Ion is about the hero side of things. At least as of late.
Yes. I have had to propose a do or die scenario to him. Because people were trying to pull him into something that was very, very illegal. Almost 14 charges, if I remember correctly, that would have been put on him if he went through with it, or accepted to join them in the escapade.
Your father has seemed to go down a more anti-hero route, which your grandfather barely even believes in.
He
To be fair.
denied. He denied the participation of it because he also saw problems with it. Because it was very obvious crimes.
Mm.
I had to make it prevalent, though, that I would threaten to tell Mother if he did agree to help with some kind of workaround that still did the same thing.
Thankfully, he didn't, I assume.
He did not. So I did not have to threaten him with it again and go through with my snitching.
Making sure he stays honest isn't necessarily snitching.
Yes, I was mostly saying it for the sake of snitching on those around him.
That's fair.
Because if I remember
They would
exactly,
likely get in much more trouble than he would. Considering
Yes.
Hybris is likely to protect the agent.
It was more or less making sure that he was being the voice of reason instead of listening to the plan that they had, which would just go horribly.
Mm.
And I would have threatened to tell their superiors as well. I had made sure to save a separate file of a recording of the conversation when I was watching Father's POV from the suit.
Mm.
Purely because I wished Father to be the bigger person and to either inform authorities or to at least inform someone that could take necessary precautions.
Did they go through with it?
They did not. No.
That's good.
I heard nothing about it after the initial conversation. Father had protested against it violently almost, with the way he was speaking, because he knew how bad it could have gotten. Yes.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I should not be given praise for something that should be done naturally.
I will give you praise because most people would not. There are many
Yes,
humans
but
who
I have learned from
don't
good
adhere.
role models.
And you're sticking to it, though. If I'm proud of my
Yes,
child,
it
I
is-
am going to be proud of my child.
I
In fact,
understand.
a large majority of the time, I am proud of you. You are extremely intelligent. And you stick to your morals.
I learned that from all of you. Your morals are very set in stone.
It's true.
Or obsidian, if it is a better comparison. Especially if Grandfather will not stray from his, ever.
Ever.
And Father is very to the book with most things.
I am a bit more fluid, but I am extremely loyal to your grandfather.
Yes, hence why I believe I have picked up more of a fluid patience and understanding with most people. For I still give a chance for people to do the right thing. Before I take matters into my own hands.
Giving them a chance is generally for the best. They don't really learn anything if you just immediately throw them into a dungeon. You know, unless it's required for your own safety and theirs.
Yes, but
Like if I go
thankfully that has
crazy.
not come to fruition yet.
Bad slimes get put in the jar. But also, good slimes that are having too much emotion get put in the jar.
Exposure. That is true.
I like the jar, it's comfy.
Sometimes. I could even put little things in the jars to make them even more comfortable.
I sometimes put things in mine. Your grandfather, when I have quite bad episodes, especially during the breakup, he would sit with me. Honestly, most of the times I had problems with Ion, he would sit with me outside of the jar.
I can imagine.
He'd bring me food, things that I need, bones to chew on. Kind of a nervous habit.
But that is still nice. I feel the network that most of my siblings have is not as nice. Mother is always there for us, but it is... sometimes we are not there for each other. I was gone a long time before I decided to come back around.
Well, if you're ever in need of
They did not have me.
anything, I am here. I'm sure once your sibling is older, Willow will be there for you.
I know.
At least to
It
the
is
capacity
more I am
that a
wanting
younger
to be a
sibling can
better
be.
big sister. And a little sister as well.
Mm.
I was not there through many big events for them. I tried to be, however. In some cases.
Well, you can be there for them now.
I know.
And you're here for Willow's first outing, which I think has gone pretty well.
It has. It has not gone catastrophically horrible.
No, nobody has any plagues. So
Which I think is the benefit.
I think we're doing pretty good.
I would think so.
I don't think
I
Hybra's
will
be
probably
mad
need
at us.
to... I do not believe Mother will be mad either.
No.
We did quite a good job at keeping him from adorably gnawing on someone's skin and possibly giving them the plague.
Well, thankfully, that's what the pacifier is for. For most, it's so they don't cry. For Willow, it's so they do not attempt to eat everything in sight. Although
That
they
is
have
very true.
more intelligence to not try and eat everything in sight. Better baseline than I do. Or did. At newborn stage.
That is true. I believe that he will find a very good way of functioning and finding balance within his beginnings.
I would recommend, for the moment, referring to them as they, until they are old enough to figure out what
Apologies.
what if a gender they'd like to fall into.
Apologies. It is a default by accident. I did not mean to.
It is okay.
I have been swapping between it.
I
will make sure to correct the behavior.
I mess up with it a few times, but
I believed I thought I heard him the first time you had addressed them. So
I think
I had begin going from there.
I think I accidentally did a few times. But
Well, we could use all thrí.
that is true.
And whichever one they identify with comfortable with.
Well, I am technically not a female, tend to go by she.
Yes.
I took a more feminine form originally because it was easier to prey on stupid men.
It is using your advantages to your
Generally speaking,
use.
Male hunters of the time were very, very easy to trick.
I could imagine.
Anything with a figure, immediately.
But I'm sure they will come around to a specific term that they enjoy more.
I'm sure.
You could try many different versions of pronouns and see which one they identify with. Though that will probably be much more of a later thing than a current. Though it is probably good to get them used to all of them. In case they ever choose to become a different form. Because it is always possible.
Slimes are fluid. Literally.
That you are.
If I wanted to, I could be a man if I want.
I think you would make a very attractive stepfather. I'm sure many women nowadays would be more fooled by a pretty man than a pretty woman. But then again, at the same time, it is quite equal. It is quite literally equal fights, equal rights.
Yes. My hands are rated E for everyone?
Rated E for everyone. Yes.
I'm catching on.
I have used that term more than once. But now I have the drones to technically be a threatening source.
Your drones are rated E for everyone?
Yes, because technically they do more damage than I could ever.
That's fair. Use your...
I cannot exactly build enough force to deliver proper punches or anything to them.
No, you would be more likely to hurt yourself that way.
Exactly.
You're like a wizard. You don't have a lot of,
HP.
You're not very strong physically, but you have a very, very strong mind, and...
Would I
to use it
technically
to your
not be better
advantage.
as an artificer because I made these?
That is fair. Artificer or wizard? One of those two.
Multi-class, an artificial wizard.
Perfect. I'll tell your grandfather, he'll be very excited.
Perfect. Lovely.
Your grandfather
is heavily
Because
distracted.
I cannot
by
technically
juniper
cast magic.
snakes.
Oh.
I cannot. At least I don't think we can. Mother has yet to explain if we could. If we reach full adulthood. Through our chassis.
You could always ask her. Do you like those colors? Is that it? Willow seems to like your nails.
Yes. The one for each sibling. I will need to swap out some. Because I currently have mother and father on these nails, while most of your representation is on my body.
I can tell.
I still need something for grandfather. I will have to see him again and see what I can method inspiration from.
Perhaps on our park outing.
Possibly. It would be a good idea. You could be a pop nom if you became a man instead of a nom mom.
Ah.
Pop nom.
Pop nom.
It is like a brand of popcorn. Nom flavored. You could trick an entire civilization to buy and eat it, and then you would have affected an entire colony of people.
And once you affect one colony, they spread it to another very easily.
World domination.
It was a lot easy. It was a lot harder for things like that to spread vastly.
Yes,
Back
but now
in-
a lot of people have lower IQs.
Well,
And
lower.
they don't have a very big sense of life preservation.
They have lower IQs and they get us so much farther. Like before, if you were sick with a plague, you could really only get as far as outside of your house. Now, you can travel halfway across the world.
This is
Then you
very
spread the
true.
contagion there, and then it spreads even from there. And then it's just all over the whole world.
Yes. This is very true.
That's why I need to be especially careful with myself and your
Definitely not
sibling.
working in the food industry.
Not food industry. Not sure
Who
where I
knows?
would
Maybe you could talk
fit.
to Mother about being hired on as a paper organizer or doing something that could help lighten her load with meetings.
I could
Then
certainly
I could
try.
have both of my moms working here, and I could see you easier.
That's true.
As well as my littler sibling.
Ooh. I can certainly talk to her. All I
It could be a
really
good idea.
require for jobs is that it's not dangerous, because I'm not going to go off and be an adventurer, considering.
Yes, that would not be wise. Especially considering the adventuring level requirement seems to be getting higher by the day.
Oh, it does. It only gets higher. And then eventually there's some massive reset. Really, because everybody who's really, really good at it retires, and then either they start apprenticing.
That is true. I believe that's what grandfather did, technically, correct?
Yes. Your grandfather has had several apprentices over time.
Father
was
did
a-
try. I believe he does not have any active apprentices.
Not currently, no. He had quite a few for a while. There was this one that did like a pebble thing. There's the pumpkin creature, Ion, a couple more on top of that. Now it's really mostly just him and I again, which I don't mind, but I do think he's in need of socialization.
Possibly.
Thankfully, he's got a little one to distract him, who he is very excited about.
The most diabolical plan, baby fever. Distract him from everything around him.
Can't think about being sad when you have a very small one trying to get
A
into
little one.
chaos.
Exactly. It is the perfect plan.
When they get the bouncies, and they almost knock over everything in the whole castle, but they get caught in the cobwebs. It's just fun.
Oh yes, I can imagine.
Willow starts to wiggle bird bounce.
Oh. Yeah, would you like to be put down for a minute? Get your wiggles out.
We could possibly take a walk down the hallway. I'm sure they would enjoy the sleek marble floors.
Oh, probably. Do you want to go fast?
They'd just go sliding.
Oof. I think that's a yes.
Precisely. If anything, that could also make babysitting them easier, because I could just come up on station and bring Hazel with me.
That's true.
And then I can just babysit both of them.
That's true.
I think he is trying to mimic the flower in your hair. They seem to enjoy it very much.
Once you're a little bit older, I can get you your own illusion things. Though I don't know that I can copy the flower.
Accessories that I could have.
Ooh.
I could probably make one that is similar, however, it would be more biometric than actual plant.
True. Might be best, to be fair.
Possibly. It would definitely last longer.
Mine is... Well, from the Fae side of the family. So,
Yes.
one of those very well preserved things.
That is very true. And typically do not have any problems with organic human afflictions.
Don't affect plants.
Do you wish to go fast, Willow?
Here we
I
go.
will lead you to the hallway of slip and slide, essentially.
Slime and slide.
Slime and slide.
Gotta stay on the puns.
Like you said earlier.
It's a family trait.
You had said earlier. Puns are a necessity. The only correct way of humor, if done properly.
Puns and bone daddy jokes.
Possibly? I have not met any of those yet.
Do you not know many dad jokes? I'm sure your grandfather can teach you.
I'm sure he could. I am mostly talking about the bone daddy jokes, as you had said.
Ah. Well, they mostly...
Many skeletons that do not work here.
That's true. Well, you don't know... I guess you'll learn. Can you manage the stairs?
They are thankfully very little than the stairs up to the terminal.
Good job. Your motor skills are coming along well. Soon, you're just going to be zooming all over the place.
Good to develop those soon.
I've been trying to kind of teach them with a lot of
functions that most
tactile things. Thankfully, Ooh, there they go.
There they go.
Thankfully, the castle has a lot of textures for them to have to try and get over and around. And on top of.
That is very true.
And into.
I'm definitely glad they enjoy the hallway.
Zoomies. Babies for zoomies.
Holy!
Hello, Haven! Welcome, Raiders! I hope you had a good time! Ooh.
Oh,
We had a bump.
maybe a bit too fast. At least they're still in shape.
Mm.
That is good. It is
Paul didn't
definitely
get hit?
beneficial.
Did you say nice and squishy? Yeah, they're fine. Oh, there it is. Thankfully, they have enough mass to keep their core protected.
Very true.
At least from anything that's not a direct, specific attack.
I am at least thankful that I am not core based.
Mm.
The most I would have to be worried about is something happening to the station or mother.
Mm.
However, I do not think that is a likely situation.
No. Unfortunately, that is exactly what I am. But nobody knows where it is at any given point in time because it's moving around all the time.
Constantly. That is the beneficial part.
Mm.
It is almost impossible to hit something that is constantly moving within a body that you do not know where its exact location is.
I only make it clear to people when I very much trust them. That's what I used to do when I would
I can imagine.
touch your forehead. Mine. Remember that? Do the
I
same
do.
thing with your father. To me, that's like a kiss. In the same way that your father views lip touching, is it?
Yes. Well.
Oh.
Oh.
Squish.
The zoomies. Squishy. There we go. I believe I will check on the others quickly, and then if you want, we can walk back to the terminal.
Sure.
I am believing I may have to go check on Hazel here soon.
Understandable.
I'm unsure if father has returned home, so it is better to check to make sure that she has not destroyed
Mm.
the kitchen. I will make sure to stop by soon, so I can at least see them. Though it'll be on foot to traveling to grandfather's castle.
And I, for your next garbage letter, have full intentions of bringing by a sketch of your sibling.
The dumpster garbage exchange.
The
We love
dumpster garbage exchange. I will bring by at least a picture of your sibling, if a couple, probably. I don't know how to print them out, so I'm just going to do what I normally do and just sketch them.
That's fine. I always look forward to the sketches.
Mm. I'll eventually figure out pictures.
Looking forward to if chaos has ensued in the common room.
Do you want to keep walking, or do you want me to pick you up? Alright, let's go. Independence. We're building it early.
They're doing quite well with their motor skills.
Mm. Come on.
They could probably slide down the side of the stairs. They can do the same thing that Raina does. She does have the acute aversion to stairs. Though I can only believe this is more fun and entertaining.
Less an aversion and more just probably what's fun.
Precisely.
Looks like nothing too crazy's happened.
Thankfully. Hello.
Hello, slime friend.
Their name
Willow.
is Willow.
I didn't know. Sorry.
No, you do.
Willow,
Well, now you
Willow.
do.
I've taught you too well. We're sharing a brain cell now.
Goodness.
Clearly.
I don't see it. Where'd they go? Oh,
I feel like I'm in the wrong every time I speak with her.
oh no. Where did they go? Oh no.
I was merely stating that now you do know their name. It was nothing of an insult or being condescending.
Okay, thank you. That eases my pain
Hi.
that I've already
Then
endured
again-
today.
Hey, wanna bounce up?
I will refrain myself from causing more stress.
Where'd you go? Zoom.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm being surrounded! Oh no! Hi. Where'd you
I was
go?
merely wishing to check up on you all before I return to the terminal for the night.
Ah, thank you. I can't see you, but I don't know where you're going. But I can hear you.
I am right behind you.
And I should probably be taking the little one home because they are probably getting hungry.
Backwards high five.
Oh no!
I shall miss you, friend. Be good to your parents.
I am sure they will be around more
Parent.
to mimic you another day.
Oh, I wanna get down and say bye bye.
I'm afraid they only have one, but they do have a grandparent as well.
The principle remains the same.
Wait, so does the slime just pop off? Of the slime?
No.
Well, typically, it would just be me duplicating myself. But the creation of Willow was a bit more interesting. No, I know you smell the meat inside, but that's not for you. We'll take you home.
Believe it or not, I do not believe
There are things that are better for you there anyway. No preservatives.
They have a different type of diet.
Ah, I wanna say bye bye.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll say bye bye. Hey, bye, little jelly bean.
And if you ever need me, you call me, okay? Or you get your mom.
I
to
hope
call
you
me.
all have a
Oh.
good night, the rest of you.
A number for you. I have a phone now.
Sweet dreams and safe travels.
I will be
Oh,
heading
shoot.
out myself.
Here.
You all have a good night. And if
Good
you
game.
need any... Good game.
I'll see you soon.
And if you need
Alright.
any tweaks to the commissions,
Yay,
Rochelle, I'll be
Rochelle,
more
nice
than
to
happy
see you, Ma.
to make the tweaks.
Come on, we'll get you some meat.
Good night.
Take care.
Take care.
I think we should still have some of that big beast left. Got a leg, maybe?
Piece of Carrie's shoelace inside Willow.
I would say start off with an inner tendon, like the thigh.
What's
Not
that?
the whole leg.
You caught something, didn't you?
I have been reading on better cooking methods, and I have tried that recently on a piece
You know what?
of pork.
I'll let you keep it.
It came out quite well.
But it can't stay inside you, right? You'll start to digest it. We'll get it out when we get back. But as that's yours now. Did a good job. I think they took somebody's shoelace. I'm not sure whose.
I could only imagine it is Mr. Curry's.
That would make sense. Well, it can be added to your first little hoard.
Shows off.
I don't think Rochelle's had any. I'll see you soon.
I believe it is quite hard. I think they lock in or something. I know most boots are fitted with that nowadays.
Mm.
But I will see you again.
I'll see you soon.
Of course.
Your new letter will be in the same place as always.
Of course. I am really dreading the day when they decide to get rid of that dumpster. It will be a sad day. We will have to find a new one.
Tell Hazel I said hello. Say hello. Blah, 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 blah.
I will do my best. I will inform Mother of the idea I proposed to you as well. And give her your form of contact.
Of course. Right.
I look forward.
I'll see you
Alright,
soon.
I will be heading to the terminal now. I will see you soon.
Have a good night.
You as well.
Yeah!
Dude, it's so wholesome.
The circle of Nom.
Oh yeah, no, she's had the piercings on the nose for a hot minute. Since this version of the model
I know,
with
I
the
accidentally
short
gave her an
hair has been
accent.
out,
I just, every time I
she's
try
had
to
these
do
nose piercings
that
as
specific
well as the
voice,
one,
I
and the
slip
shark
into the Crescent voice. Like the Crescent,
As you can
Ophelia.
see from, I don't know where you guys think I got the inspiration from.
Imagine, can't imagine where any inspiration would have come from
No idea where this came
for
from.
Juniper. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, imagine, whoa. Wow. Where could her style have come from?
Where could all this goth come from?
Where could all this goth come from? Couldn't be from your goth nom.
It's great. It could not be from my goth mom or my fucking grandfather.
No.
Junie's been getting some general gothic inspiration. She still has colors, but that's purely because all of her family is like a bright fucking color or something. The only one who isn't really is Nom.
No.
And
well, Nom has color
Junie's
to
also
her.
a semi-bright color. Yeah, but it's not like super bright. It's a lot less. It's a lot less saturated.
Yeah.
This was a good episode. This was a good day. We praise a good day in RP. Goth baby.
Goth baby! The goth baby is out.
He is now ready to relinquish terror on the world.
Yes.
I sent you both some DM pictures that I took when you guys were having a moment.
I'll have a look at them after stream. I'm excited.
Do you wanna? Are you gonna go to Orlando Soccer? Or are you gonna?
I hear Orlando is pretty full. So
fun.
I'm not sure. I could try. Let me see who's who's on.
You know the thing? We found a map